Hi babies, hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're not new here, but if you are, my name is Tania and I'm 21 years old and I film lifestyle content and just honestly I film anything but really lifestyle. It's about my life, documenting my life, and I'm currently a first-time mommy, so I'm sharing that a lot, which leads to today's video. I will be doing a mommy Q&A and I'm so excited because you guys have been waiting for quite some time. I know I posted on my Instagram and my YouTube and I asked you guys like, hey, should I do a vlog this week or a Q&A? You guys definitely said a Q&A and I still did a vlog that week, so I'm definitely feeding you guys a Q&A this week. It took me some time to film it because mentally I just been going through it a lot, so sitting down and filming content right now was just it wasn't giving. Okay, but I am here through the grace of God. He got me up today and I'm having such a great day. I got my free chips and queso from Qdoba. This was only my birthday reward that I got. I didn't get a birthday reward from Dunkin' or Chipotle or anything like that. I don't know if it's because I haven't been a member for that long. Well, Dunkin' I have, but Qdoba I literally started my membership and I haven't scanned any points and they still gave me a birthday reward. Oh, let me pray. Amen. This is so good. Thank you, Jesus. First question is, how do you sleep? Y'all, I sleep on my pregnancy pillow, but since I am about to reach 30 weeks, because I'm currently 29 weeks as I film this, it's been so painful to sleep. But how I sleep on my body pillow is like I just make sure my stomach is on part of the pillow and then my back is also on part of the pillow, so I'm sleeping in the middle of my pregnancy pillow. That's the best way I can explain it. My sleep schedule, I don't really have a schedule. Like I sleep whenever I'm tired and I've been tired a lot lately. Pretty much how I sleep, it's no different except for you're super tired and you're in a lot of pain and baby girl wakes me up to go to the bathroom a lot now, so that's really the only thing. Okay, this is a good question. Someone asks, are you scared / nervous to give birth? I don't know. I feel like the first couple of months when I found out I was pregnant, I'm like, bro, I'm about to have a kid and I'm also gonna have to push them out of my vagina. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know. But lately, I just been giving it all to God. I remember when I was working, one of the managers at my job was just telling me, like, literally just take it one day at a time. Can't stress about birth or anything like that because it's not gonna benefit you. Like, you're just gonna be stressed out. She was like, but if you let it go, when the time comes, you'll be okay, like you'll be great. And ever since she told me that, literally I was like, I got this. So sometimes I get scared and nervous, but I'm like, God got me. Like whether I tear or whether, you know, a lot of blood, well, blood is gonna come out in general, but whatever happens, I'm gonna be okay, period, point blank. Do you have postpartum depression? I don't have postpartum depression because that happens like after you give birth, but I do believe that I have depression like before the postpartum. Does that make sense to anyone? I forgot what it's called, but I have seen some pregnant women talk about it, but you just have like an inch of sadness and it comes in waves, and that's basically, you know, postpartum depression, but it happens before you give birth. So I feel like I have that because it's been happening a lot lately, especially my second and my third trimester. It's been happening a lot, so I think I have that. But I've always experienced with anxiety and depression majority of my life, so I'm not like sad or bummed out about it. I'm just finding a healthy way to cope. Just know that I'm human and everything's gonna be okay. What's your pregnancy cravings? It's crazy because the first time you guys asked this, I was like, I don't really have any like pregnancy cravings. Well, at least for me, when I found out I was pregnant, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to crave like all these crazy things. But honestly, I didn't really crave anything except for like fast food, like Taco Bell, McDonald's. It kind of just varies. It depends on what day or how I'm feeling, because my cravings can go from this thing to another. But lately I've been craving ice like no other. And they say you crave ice when your iron is low, and my iron is low, but I've been craving ice so bad, y'all. The other day I was craving milk with sugar. Don't ask me, it just sounds really good. This is a really good question. What's your biggest fear for motherhood? One of my biggest fears, because I feel like I have several, but one of my biggest fears is just failing as a mom in general. I never want my child to feel neglected or not loved or alone. I know that some things I just can't control, like feeling alone, like sometimes it happens, but I never want her to feel like she can't come and like talk to me. I know that our parents are just as human as we are. They're growing just as we grow, so I'm bound to make mistakes. I just don't want to fail her as a parent. That's like my biggest fear. She's literally kicking me right now as we speak. This girl, she like chips and queso. Next question is, what is a trait of yours you hope to pass on to your child? Oh, I like that one. A trait of mine that I hope to pass down to my child is, I would say, my good heart. I know it's like, it's good and bad to have a good heart. Well, it's never bad to have a good heart, but I know in this world it can be hard to have a good heart. That's the thing I love about me the most, is my heart. I am so beautiful on the outside. I have so many nice features and traits about myself, but my heart is my favorite thing about myself. I also want to pass down, is this really considered a trait? I don't know. I keep looking at the viewfinder, guys. I'm sorry. I also want to pass down the love I have for Jesus Christ. I want my child to believe in him, and not only just believe in him, but have a relationship with him. However, I'm not going to force my child to have the same faith that I do. I'm going to pray that she does, but I think it's also really important to let our child just grow and be their own person. And it's going to be hard for me to accept if she's into like a different religion, but like I said, I want her to be her own person. What are you most excited about becoming a mom? The most thing that I'm excited about is honestly just being a family. I grew up with my mom and my sister only. My biological father was never really in the picture, and when he was very abusive, very like narcissistic, however you say. He was a narcissist. Let me just say that. And it just wasn't really a good environment for me. Even with my mom and my sister, we struggled a lot. I never really had a bond with both sides of my family, like my mom's side and my dad's side. But having a family of my own, like, I'm so happy for that. That's what I'm most excited for. And also, like, you gotta think, when you have children, you have a person that loves you unconditionally. They might get older, they might have their own family or whatever, but if you treat them right, then you have a child that will literally be your best friend for life. For so long, I just felt alone. I don't have a friend group that lives in the state, or a friend group that I can talk to every day and we can hang out. I don't really have a friend group, except for my content girls. I love y'all. Like, I don't really have friends, and the friends that I do have, they already have other like really close friends, so I'm just like the extra friend, if that makes sense. Now I have a little bestie. That's why I really wanted a girl, because I know that she's gonna love the heck out her dad. I feel like everyone is like, you're gonna be so sad, which I might be, but I also didn't grow up with my biological father, so I think I'm just gonna be more happy than anything, because no matter what me and Jordan go through, I know that I chose the right person to have a baby with. Even though it wasn't planned, I know that he's gonna be a great dad, and I'm happy. I'm really happy about all of that. First thing you want to do with your little one. Spend daddy money. Like, that's so easy. It's like, oh, I'm just kidding. One thing I've been thinking about a lot lately is I really want to get permanent like bracelets with me and baby girl. I wanted to get it with Jordan, but the bracelets that I want, I don't know if he'll like to wear them permanently. So I'm like, I'll do it with baby girl. So that's something that I want to do as like a first time big thing. But anything else besides loving her and giving her cuddles and kisses, I can't think of anything. What's something that has changed about your body that you didn't already expect? Definitely my boobs. And I know this is kind of TMI, but that's how we get on this channel, okay? I didn't think that my boobs would get this huge. I also didn't think I would get stretch marks on my boobs, but anything for my baby girl. Another thing about my boobs is that my areolas got bigger too, as if they wasn't already like a good size, you know? They got bigger, they got darker, and And that's pretty much it, like, about my body that has really changed. Obviously I've gained a little bit of weight, but I feel like I didn't gain that much. Honestly, I still feel like pretty small. Someone asked, how do you feel? Are you scared / excited to become a mom? I am both, for sure. Everyone always asks me this, and it's never like an annoying question. Like, I just, I'd be like, yeah, I'm scared and I'm happy. Just because, like, I'm 21, but I still feel like a teenager. Like, I still feel like a little girl, and I'm still learning in life. So to have the responsibility of birthing someone and raising them, like, it's kind of scary because I don't want to mess up, but I know mistakes are gonna happen. I don't want my child to, I don't know, just face any problems or go through anything. But literally, that's life. Like, that's what makes you. I just want to be the best that I can be. I want to be very understanding with my child. I feel like the Black community, we can all agree on our parenting is not really the best, and I want to break that cycle. And I think because I'm not fully, like, healed from the past things that I've been through, that's what scares me the most, because I don't want it to possibly affect me being a great mom. That's just me taking accountability. Despite that, I'm still really happy and excited to be a mom, because I feel like that's part of my purpose, is becoming a mom. What are some things you want to try or do with baby girl? I really want to be in nature with baby girl. I realized that in order for me to do that, I have to, me myself, disconnect from my phone, shut my phone off, and actually get in the outside world and explore the nature that God blessed us with. But I want my child to be the child that grows up without, like, electronic or screen time. Obviously, like, she's still gonna be able to, like, watch TV and stuff like that, and, like, eventually she'll have her own tablet. But I'm really striving to make sure that she gets out and she's in nature. I love seeing videos of babies where they're, like, doing cute little crafts and stuff outside, and I think it's just really important. I wish that was more pushed on me when I was younger. Obviously, back in the day, we used to be outside until the street lights came on. We had to make it home before the street lights came on. Let me correct myself. As I started to get a little bit older, that's when I got so connected to my phone, and it's so freaking hard to disconnect now. So I just want to make sure that she's really getting out and exploring and seeing the world. Oh, and I want to travel too. Like, people think just because you have a child, your life is ending and stuff like that. Like, no, baby, my life is beginning. But I think it's just how people look at it, and it's also saving money. Also, not letting money consume you. Money comes and goes. So as long as you're taking care of your responsibilities while still living your life and having that balance, baby, do not stress, okay? You got this. So me and my baby, and of course Jordan, will be traveling. We will be doing family activities, and it don't have to be like huge extravagant stuff. Like, it can be traveling still in Michigan, like, just anything. What do you think baby girl will look like? Hopefully she looks like her mommy, or a mixture of me and Jordan, because we're both really good looking people in my opinion. Even if she looked like her daddy, I'm okay with that. I just want her to at least look like me in some way, because, like, hello, you're supposed to be my twin. You can't just have mommy attitude. You need to have her looks as well. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel at the moment? Nervous, scared, excited? We kind of went over that, but like I said, I feel a little bit of everything, but mostly, I will say mostly, I am excited. How are you? Genuinely, pregnancy can be a lot, so how are you? My friend Eldana asked this, and girl, I love you so much. Thank you. I have my days, and like I said, lately, like this week, I've been very sad and very alone. I get these crazy thoughts, and I don't know, like, it does not make me feel good about myself. But then I have days like this where I'm up and I'm filming and I'm doing things for myself. I'm spending time with myself. It's like waves of happiness and sadness, but for the most part, I'm okay. I'm just taking it one day at a time. Like, that's literally what I can do. Yesterday, I did go to the urgent care because my back was in pain and I was crying so bad. Body wise, I'm also experiencing a lot of pain. Mentally, I'm going through it. At the end of the tunnel, everything's gonna be okay. So I'm still thankful, I'm still blessed, I'm still happy and joyful. It's a lot going on, and it's a lot of change that I have to get used to. Pregnancy has been like full of emotions, but I'm also very thankful and very blessed. So lately I just been trying to just go through the emotions and trying to cope in a healthy way. It's hard to cope in a healthy way because you don't want to be harsh on yourself, but you also want to be real with yourself at the same time. So yeah, I'm doing okay though. I'm finding my way. How has it been adjusting to a new place while prepping for baby girl? It's been good, honestly. I love the environment that we live in. It has gotten a little bit of like suspicious because it's been like a lot of cops and stuff in our area. Jordan grew up around a lot of hood activities, but me personally, my mom has always made it her best effort to make sure we lived in a good environment. And I want to be clear that the same thing was provided for Jordan and possibly you as well. I just meant like my mom made it a really important thing to make sure that me and my sister grew up in a good environment. At least she tried to. That doesn't mean we had the nicest house, but at least the environment was like, sort of decent. Growing up, I did experience like a time where I saw someone get shot, and I did see a lot of violence going on at a young age. So I just want to be a little like very serious on where we live at, because that was very traumatic and I don't want baby girl to go through that. Good and bad things happen whether you're in the suburbs or you in the hood, but so far I feel like the place that we're at, regardless of all the motion that's been going on, I still feel like it's a really, really good place. Like I said, I'm still a little bit skeptical, but I really do still love the environment. I love the community too, and our house is just absolutely beautiful. Excited for baby girl to come because they also do have a lot of stuff for kids too at our place, so I'm excited to be a part of that, because having a child really brings out your inner child. I can have an excuse as to why I'm doing this and doing, you know what I'm saying, like doing these little kitty things, instead of people looking at me like, girl, aren't you 21? Like, oh, I have a child. So how has it been adjusting to motherhood? It's been okay. It's been okay. I still feel like sometimes, and I'm gonna be honest, like I still feel like sometimes I'm just thinking for me, and I'm like, wait, I have to think for me and baby girl, and even like me, baby girl, and Jordan. Like I have to think for my family. I think sometimes like it's kind of hard to adapt to that because I'm so used to just thinking for myself, or just so used to just thinking for either just me or Jordan. But now I have to think for all three of us, especially me and baby girl. Like, I have to think for baby girl. So I'm like, ooh, I gotta get it together, because when she get here I can't just keep forgetting, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, like it's been really good. I've just been trying to really work on bettering myself more so that way while she's here on this earth, and when she gets here, I can continue to better myself, instead of just like the day she's born I'm like, okay, I'm a brand new person, like I'm gonna start now. Like, no, I'm gonna start before the baby comes. So when baby girl comes, mommy is a little bit more improved, and I can continue to keep improving myself. Last freaking question. It says, when you first found out you were pregnant, how did you feel? Y'all, I remember that moment. Oh my gosh, baby girl is moving like crazy. I remember that moment like it was freaking yesterday. That's why it's so crazy how far along I am now, because it's like, where did the freaking time go, bro? But I remember that moment like it was yesterday. Honestly, I was just so in shock. Like, Jordan was more excited than I was for a moment, because it really took me until a couple days to realize like you have a baby inside of you and you're about to be a mother. And on top of that, like I'm 20 years old. Me and Jordan freshly got into our relationship. Like, we've known each other for 6 years, but we were only dating at that time for a couple months. So I just was like, how in the heck Tania pregnant? I just was so in shock. Like I was so in shock. After a couple days I was also like, okay, like I got this. And I was happy, because who doesn't want a baby? Like, a child is always a blessing. But guys, that is all for today's video. Thank you so freaking much for coming along with me and just experiencing this journey with me. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm just so excited to take you guys along my life and my journey, because it's only the beginning, y'all. It is only the beginning. God is working in mysterious ways and I can feel it. But I appreciate all the questions again, and if you guys ever need me, my social medias are down below. And if you're new and you watch this all the way through, whether you're a mommy or maybe a father or whatever you are, just a nosy person, you know, you just wanna, you know, watch me, that's fine too. If you would like, join the family. Like, you guys are always welcome here, whether you're a guy, girl, whoever, they, them. I respect you, I love you, and I appreciate you. And yeah, just know that God loves you too. And have a wonderful day, guys. Keep going, we got this. See you next time. Bye.